What?
Hey, welcome back to Doki Literature Club.
It's the day of the festival.
It is the day of the festival.
Yay!
How much fun are we going to have at the festival?
I don't know. You sure do.
I do! Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone.
Oh no!
I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much.
I don't think so.
Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete.
Okay.
I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself, carefully stacking 2 trays.
Hope they have covers.
Natsuki, is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival.
Aww.
But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too.
Tadashi! Is there music happening for you?
No.
Weird. Okay.
Are we...
No, it turned off at the end of last episode when this all started. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh.
Yeah, there's still noise. There's just concertedly no music right now.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's trying to not give us feelings.
Maybe, yeah. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing.
Nice.
In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking.
You are the worst. I'm so upset by that comment.
I know. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Tadashi. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
How do you know about our exchange with her yesterday?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all.
Because you're the club president doesn't mean that you're deeply involved in our social lives, knowing whatever's gonna happen.
But... I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly?
Were you spying on her?
About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right?
Stop
God,
thinking that.
So stupid.
Yeah.
Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
You weirdo.
Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Me too.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel.
That's nice.
I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice.
Cool.
What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before.
Oh.
It's just a lot of get out of my head. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me, before I show you how much I love you, before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. It's a little different from the ones I've read before.
I'm concerned.
What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Tadashi?
Did you read it before you printed it?
What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so,
well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls that out after me.
Don't strain yourself.
I quicken my pace.
I'm nervous.
What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking to school every day made her happy, is what I'm pretty sure that says. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her.
Stability.
I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door.
An exception has occurred. A file has been, weird. A file has gone strange, essentially. See traceback.txt for details.
What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know it's best and that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault! My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough, and now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me, and now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never.
What?
End.
It's Monica. And you're...
Doki!
And Natsuki. They're all combined there.
So,
I don't know what you want me to say. It's sad.
let's jump back in.
I don't know what's going on. But Sayori hung herself.
She did. That was sad.
Oh, very sad. I don't know what to
The
say.
music's funky.
Hello, Sayori.
I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long.
How far is this gonna let us go with no Sayori?
We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up.
Sucks for you.
But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away.
You suck.
However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let her catch up to me.
Freaking Monica. Don't trust her.
It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Huh.
There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway.
You're probably wrong about that.
Yeah.
I know lots of girls that like anime.
The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Tadashi?
Ah!
Monica?
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here.
Didn't expect to see you in all your pixel glory.
It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club.
What club are you in?
Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
You don't seem like a quitter.
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Literature?
The game's freaking me out, Katie.
That sounds kind of dull. I actually was, because I was so focused on reading, I was like, huh. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
It's really hard to find members for a club where I convince them to kill themselves.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Natsuki.
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess.
I guess.
And besides, a member's a member, right?
Yeah.
Did Monica say she?
Girls. Monkey brain activate. Girls.
It's just the kid from Inside Out. Girls, 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 girls,
Yeah.
girls, girls.
Yeah, I forgot.
Hey, Tadashi, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
Who said I was looking?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Awesome! You're really sweet, Tadashi, you know that.
It's nothing, really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. A guest?
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Tadashi.
All words escape me in this
I'm
situation.
afraid Natsuki's the next to die.
This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
No, I'm not. I wish.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name's apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president.
Oh.
It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki.
This little spitfire she
Yeah,
is.
it's nice to meet you, both of you.
So I ran into Tadashi in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him.
It was circumstantial.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Tadashi?
This all feels wrong without Sayori.
I know, it's like off.
I don't like it.
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I don't know yet. I'm uneducated. I don't have the skill of reading yet.
Yeah. I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Monica.
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoyed tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
Monica's kind of still not my favorite.
Huh? She gets a little more intense when you don't have Sayori to balance her out.
So, Tadashi, what kinds of things do you like to read?
I don't know.
Well,
Manga.
considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? Spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me.
Still agree.
And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
What? My own lack of imagination.
She's trying to hit the nail on the head.
Yeah. It's funny.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to on a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
That's not what you said before.
Oh, is that so?
It's not.
Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
No. What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine, fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Weird.
Hey, I just got an idea. Bing! How about this?
Really, though. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own.
Woo.
Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other.
I saw this coming.
That way, everyone is even.
Ugh.
I mean, I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. Was that my shoulder that just
was
popped?
something on
Holy
you that just
crap.
popped.
Okay. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members.
True.
Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take.
Everyone just assumes he walks into this classroom and is like, I'm
Part of
here!
it.
I'm part of the club now!
Yeah. Do you agree as well, Tadashi? My headphones are falling off my head.
I don't have my hat on.
My hat's not here.
It totally is gone.
I took it off at the end of last episode.
Yeah, because the hat's broken.
Yeah. Hold on, there's still one problem.
Huh? What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club.
True.
Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision.
True.
I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
Shrink.
But,
Shrink.
I'm sorry, I thought.
Shrink.
The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Tadashi. The thing is,
What's the truth?
we don't have enough members yet to form an official club.
Oh no.
We need 4.
Oh.
And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls.
Oh, my powers.
How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Sorry, I was caught in an alliteration of price I need to pay about poems. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Rise!
It really worked.
One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Tadashi?
Yeah,
All right.
it could be fun, right?
She got
You
even
really
bigger.
did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left us after all this, I would be super pissed.
Sorry! Tadashi, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now.
Yay!
Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing.
Yay!
I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? I'm really laying it on thick.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Tadashi, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills?
I have no practice.
I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then.
Blech.
I can't wait.
I don't like her.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me.
Ugh.
And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Oh, more poems?
Yep.
Okay.
You've unlocked a special poem. Do you want to read it?
Yeah! Oh no.
A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere, and there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV, so the laughing was not part of the dream. It was the noise that woke me up. I wondered who that person was and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment.
Deep.
Huh.
Where is Monica in this group? I don't like it that
No.
she doesn't show up like a little sticker. Alright.
Fancy.
Fickle.
Beer.
Doki Doki.
Doki Doki.
I like Doki Doki.
Kiss.
Fun.
Fun.
Heaven sent.
Woo. Sunset.
Sunset. Fluffy.
I like fluffy. Chocolate! Sorry.
Kitty.
Lollipop!
Lollipop.
Cute. Poof! Nightgown.
Intellectual.
Extraordinary.
Meager.
Smile! Smile.
Strawberry.
Cute. Friends. Yay! I think we picked a lot of words Natsuki liked.
We worked a lot for Natsuki in that one.
Yeah, we sure did. That honestly wasn't intentional. It's just the cute words. The music still goes.
So this is our save slots.
Oh, they're all gone.
They're all gone.
It's like Sayori never happened.
Guess we'll save here. And we will talk about our poems next time. So how are you?
I'm so sad. It's all gone.
It's all gone. No more Sayori.
No more Sayori. That sucks. I don't like it.
I know, it's pretty rough.
That's rough.
I'm gonna put a disclaimer at the beginning of this episode.
It happens really quickly.
I know, that's why I have to put a disclaimer there.
Hey, this game is not suitable for children.
No. But yeah, so if you're liking the series, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, comment, even ring that bell to know when we upload the next episode in this series. I hope you guys are enjoying it. We love the voices, we love the characters, and now we're sad, but we're continuing on. And the game's glitching out, and it's freaky. But with that, we will see you guys next time. Bye.
I'm very upset.